from the time we are in Bangalore and all the work we do, it's a very special place that, no other place in India can replicate the culture, the vibe, the energy and dynamism in Bangalore. And North Bangalore is even more special because it has a very unique subculture. It's close to the airport. It has a lot of a sort of entrepreneurial energy. We did this through 6 ideas that we put together. So the first being the simplicity and honesty that we wanted to represent through the architecture. The second being compactness. Third being spaciousness. These two are not opposites, I'll explain in detail. The fourth being daylight and using sun, which is where the sunscape comes from. And fifth being using ventilation and natural breeze. And the last being a connection to nature. So our building language remains very, very simple. On first look, it might look too simple, like everything being in white. But that is highly intentional because the white is more of a canvas on which we can experience nature. Coming on the compactness and spaciousness, I'll put it together. So generally people tend to see compact as very small. What compact means is efficient. And we wanted to develop units that are very efficient. And even each type of unit, if you look through, we have 3 different types of units that are there. One is a G+1 unit, which is a 3 BHK model. So the smallest unit in our project, we still conceived with a L staircase. When it comes to the second type of unit, we have a G+1 4 BHK model, where the spaciousness comes from the interconnection of living, dining, kitchen. So we are creating these spaces that feel large. Bedrooms that open into a large balcony that opens into the outdoor spaces. So you constantly feel the spaciousness parallelly with the compactness. The third unit type being a twin villa, which is something we are doing in the pan-India portfolio. It's one of the earliest projects in Bangalore where we do the twin villa. Typically Bangalore as a row housing or a plot and villa development. We are testing out in terms of a clubhouse design, we intentionally kept it as a compact 12,000 square feet design of a club because we have chosen activities that are very performative and people of different age groups can come together. How do we use sun on daylight both in terms of quality and quantity is something we worked on. So if you are looking at the villa design, in terms of quantity, all the spaces are designed for natural daylight. When it comes to the quality of lighting, it's important to also not just allow the direct sunlight, but we have louvre on the facade, we have pergola on the terrace area. So we constantly keep filtering the direct sunlight. So you constantly get a diffused daylight. When it comes to the quality of lighting, it is not just about bringing in lighting, but bringing in an experience with the light. So the idea of sunscape comes because all the other strategies play out in the sun to create different experiences and different effects, which is what summarizes the project as a sunscape. Sunscape was the idea of our concept that we initially presented, and everyone got hooked on to the good theme, which eventually became the project. Because the privacy is provided by the combination of the louvers and the privacy curtains. The most important part is we tried designing maximum of the units in the master plan to face the open space. We really liked the experience of the site, we have like a kind of a stone quarry, kind of a natural formation to the northwest, where when it rains, you see this beautiful collection. Towards the north, we have this vertical woods. Towards the northeast, we have a nala. Along the south, we have a buffer between the main road, so you don't have any traffic or anything. You will be able to feel the sense of the breeze. You will be able to touch the metal handrail and the louvre that have a very tactile sensation. All our facade materials are designed in a way that kind of evoke a tactile response when you touch them. There is certain sense of sound that you feel through the openness.
When we met the client, he asked us to have a very interesting subject he has given us, that he wants to develop this project as in alignment with the architect's ideology. where they are coming up with a smaller units, but to give a bigger feel to the whole development. At the same time, fundamentally we have came up with 4 different strong ideologies that we really wanted to build up in this project. One is that social spaces, which is going to be fundamental phenomena which we have to really address in terms of how these spaces can be utilized by the residents. And the second point is the wellness, how we are going to bring the wellness into the whole development with respect to the spaces what is available. The third one is like how we are going to bring the activities into the project. These are the 3 fundamental things. Along with that, we also wanted to add the sustainability as part of the whole program. So these are the 4 fundamental pillars which we really wanted to bring into the project. The central courtyard been aligned with the overall master plan. It is in triangular shape and it is like very kind of very tough challenge for us. So what we have done is we have to really bring some big space within the small space. So we have given a huge event lawn which is going to be part of this whole development that is going to host the larger events, festivals and all that. But all the other programs and activities has been taken into one corner of the park space, where we have given a intensive activities kind of program into corners. Apart from that, we are also creating like a micro level pond which is going to hold the water, and we can reuse that water. How the architects have developed the clubhouse, we try to maneuver our landscapes around the clubhouse. Few areas which are very interesting, where the integration of architectural elements along with the landscape, which is going to have kind of a good connection, not only by means of greens, but also the seasonal changes also been captured into the design component. Currently working on a lot of biodiversity selection of plant species. We are trying to use the native fruit trees, which is going to be a very interesting thing for the kids to learn more about the native fruits that they can pluck within their own community. And at the same time, this native vegetation is going to help in terms of biodiversity. It also attracts a lot of native habitats as well. The bigger vision what we actually thought about for this specific thing is how we can give more openness in the denser greens which we are trying to create around. The light, which is very important in the overall design aspect, where the theme of the project is Sunscape. So we really wanted to bring the filtered light through the canopies of trees to the ground, so that people will experience different lights and shade at the ground level, how these filtered light is going to reflect and into their everyday living. So that is one important aspect which we wanted to emphasize into the design.